What's going on, guys? It's Kai, and on this channel we're going to be looking at all things that make us money. I upload weekly on this channel, so if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Just letting you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but everything I bring you is straight facts, so let's jump straight into the video. Today we're going to be looking at the penny stock Naked. This stock is primed to blow. I say this every video, yeah? I won't bring you stocks that aren't primed to blow. This one is on the rise as we speak. The market is open right now as I'm filming this video, and it's bloody crazy. So let's get into the overview of what Naked actually is. Okay guys, what Naked actually is, it's an online fashion retailer that kind of specify in women's fashion. They've been running since October in 2012, so they've been around for a very, very long time. If we just take a look at their whole entire overview, they were once £520 a share back in 2012. So back then they were literally dominating the market. As we get to the kind of where we are sat at now, past year, they've been kind of consolidating around 50 cents. They've had a few spikes over the dollar and then kind of dipped back down to lows of about 7 cents, which is absolutely mental. Recently, it's having an absolute boom. Do I think it's too late now to get in? Absolutely not. I think this company as a whole has a massive potential, and I think they're putting a lot of things in place and changing all their different strategies to grow even bigger. And like I said, they were once trading in 2012 at $500. Do I reckon it can hit $500? We'll see in the price prediction at the end of the video. Got a market cap of 568 million. As you can see here, the market is open, so it's it's moving up and down as the stock market always does. It's sitting at a healthy $1.30 as we speak. It's really good position for it to be in. I don't know if you guys saw the drop, the kind of Reddit and stock memes and whatever, saying like old diamond hands, whatever they go on about. I just want to warn you guys, this is another Reddit stock. It's got a lot of popularity, a lot of boost around it, and obviously you'll see when we get into the next piece of the sheer volume of the actual trading that's going on. So look at the share statistics. Average 3-month volume, we sat at about 222 million, so it's not a lightly traded stock. It is traded quite frequently and a lot of people are in. If you're worried about trying to sell your shares, they'll get snapped up in an instant. So the average 10-day volume has jumped up to 628 million. So over these past 10 days, the amount of stocks that have traded hands is more than double. It's literally nearly triple. At the minute, there's only 427 million stocks outstanding, but there's a big opportunity for people to sort of buy in. We kind of look at where it's been held by insiders and institutions, quite a low percentage, and the shares short as of 14th of January is 31.26 million. Overall, listen, getting a lot of attention, a lot of volume. Okay guys, so I got the information here. Obviously it's dipped under $1, and what happens is typically when stocks like this dip under $1, Nasdaaq have to get in contact with them and be like, look, you're under $1, we need you to be over $1 to be trading with us. What they have gone ahead and done in the evidence here is Nasdaq notified Naked brand that it's been granted an additional 180-day period or until the May 24th 2021 to regain a compliance with a minimum of $1 bid price per share. It has to hold this for 10 consecutive days. They're going to be a big focus for the company, and obviously with the share rocketing over $1, it went up $3.40 at an all-time high. There's something that they're going to want to maintain, and the company's going to stand heavily by. So I think they've put a lot of different things in place that I think are going to maintain them over the $1 price. So that Nasdaq have given them the kind of estimate that they have to do for 10 consecutive days. It's been 2 days as of now that they've maintained this. So Naked Group in this article here announces the pricing of $50 million registered direct offering price at the market. A global leader in intimate apparel and swimwear today announced that it has entered into a securities purchase agreement with a certain institutional investors, the insurance of a sale of 415,000 million of its ordinary shares at a price of $1.70 per share for an aggregate gross proceeds of approximately $50 million in a registered direct offering. So what happens is a bunch of private investors that have a large sum of money have gone to them. They've said, look, we can do a deal at $1.70 and this will give them $50 million, probably looking around 46 something million dollars with kind of the transactional fees in regards to like that sort of sum of money. And then what the CEO of the actual company has kind of come out and said is they're going to restructure the whole business, put a bit more of a focus on e-commerce, and they're going to restructure, hire for new positions, and they're just going to kind of reinvest the whole money. So let's look at the financial summary of Naked. So for the 6 months ended in 31st of July 2020, Naked Brand Group Limited revenues decreased 18% to 34.6 million. Net loss decreased to 36% to $18.5 million. Revenue reflects a decrease in demand for the company's products and services due to unfavorable market conditions, lower net loss, and reflects impairment of goodwill, decrease of 80% to $1.3 billion in expenses. So they're currently sitting a decrease of 18%. Yet in 2020, their revenue was $90 million and their net income and total for negative $54.3 million with a profit margin of negative 60%. They're actually not in profit at the moment, but like I said, I think they've they've implemented a few things that could potentially hold a bit of longevity within the company. And we just look at their total assets, and they've got $88.53 million in total assets with liabilities of $94.81 million. Debt to asset ratio is 107%. So like I mentioned to you guys, you want to look at the assets. It's definitely a good thing to look at if the company was to go under. And I mean, from where they've been in 2012 to where they are now, this is a high risk stock. Personally, what I'll do, I'll keep the stop losses quite tight. I know people say don't put stop losses, but ultimately at the end of the day, they're a tool for us, make sure that we're not losing a lot. But you know, like I said, high risk, high reward. This stock did dip literally all the way to 80 cents, and that's back at $1.30 within 2 days. So here's an article that Naked brand have actually released, and they've kind of said that they're rebranding the business and they're focusing more on e-commerce, kind of what they're speculating to use their money for, that they've gained from the $50 million share price. So they want to build a dominant e-commerce leader, focus on intimate apparel market, leveraging growth and synergies through M&A, and investing in existing fast-growing e-commerce operations already, and diversifying unprofitable brick-and-mortar operations through the sale of Bendon and subsidiaries to deliver a strong balance sheet and access capital markets to execute the e-commerce growth strategy. They kind of go over this whole entire article. It's super long, and they just kind of talk about that they're restructuring the whole business. They want to put a focus on the e-commerce because it's more profitable for them, and ultimately like what their long-term goal is for the whole entire operation. So guys, you might have thought, why have I changed my clothes? I had a corrupt file, so I had to just jump in and change it. Overall, upon doing all my research and looking into this trade, I don't see a future in this business. Just looking at the fundamentals, the website, the kind of direction of their business, I don't see any real plans for them to actually grow and to actually move forward in the future. What I'm playing and how I'm playing it, do have a position. I'm in at $2.45, which is really, really high. I'm just averaging down at the moment. What my hope is, typically when a business comes in with an offering, like a large one, like $50 million at $1.70, they do dip down so people can actually purchase a stock, and then eventually it shoots back up. The way I'm looking at this, I'm not going to hold this any more longer than a month. I'm going to keep my eyes monitored on the resistance and keep seeing if it's breaking the resistance to ensure that it's bullish, and then I'll play on my position just by eye. So if it hits over the $1.70 mark, I'll try and see if it keeps growing and keeps growing in hopes to make actually a bit more profit. In terms of like my price prediction, I can see the stock going anywhere to like $5 to $7 in the next month if it kind of plays and if it works right with the volume that's there. But yeah, in totality, I don't see a future in this business, guys, but hopefully there'll be good news that will come out. We're holding for Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is a big catalyst for these guys as they are literally a lingerie brand. Yeah guys, that's my price prediction. I think we'll be set about $5 to $7. How long? I don't know, because the stock keeps moving crazy. Hoping within the next couple of weeks it'll be about $5 $7. Pre-markets are really good to watch, and the stock as a whole is really good to learn and trade. Do I think it's a good entry point now? Yes, I think it's a good entry point now, and I would buy in now. I am buying in as we speak. I'm averaging down. So yeah guys, anyway, thank you so much. If I missed any information, drop it in the comments down below. Let me know what your opinions on this video was, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.